Hey, I'm Alicia. I own a microbakery right out of my apartment kitchen, and every week I bake for you guys. So I am based in Georgia in the Brazelton, Buford, Gainesville area. I do pick up locations at all of those, but I'm going to take you along for a little day in the life. I just whipped up some of my sourdough loaves. I'm making about 6 loaves here. My first round is always to just gather all of the dough in the center. You can see it's not really holding its form and shape, but that's what the constant stretch and folds are for. So I'm just trying to clean up the bowl and gather all together. I do my stretch and folds about 30 minutes apart, and then the dreaded clean, my least favorite part of doing sourdough. And if I'm being completely honest, the majority of the time my husband does it, and we love him for that, and I greatly appreciate it because that is my least favorite thing. It is so sticky and it never comes off the bowls. And then a much needed coffee break time. It was so good and much needed this morning. And then it's time for my coil folds. So this is when the dough really starts to gain its strength, its gluten, and it really just starts to form together. I love to do coil folds when I'm doing them in these larger bins. You can see here it looks much better. And then it did a bulk ferment just on my counter for about 5 hours. And then it was time to start shaping up the loaf. So I'm doing a mix of my OG loaf and then my personal favorite cheddar jalapeno. This is on the menu every single week. It is a go-to. And then those are going in the fridge to cold ferment and cold proof overnight. And then now it's time to make some of my sourdough muffins. These have been a fan favorite since I've added them to my microbakery and the menu every single week, and I'm obsessed with them. They turned out so good, make my kitchen smell amazing every single week. And then it's time to start packaging them up. I personally am obsessed with how my packaging always turns out. I think it's such a small detail, but it can make a really big difference between the stickers, the ribbon, that little extra time. I just love how they turned out. So if you're local to this area, I would love to bake for you.